It's, yep.
All right, good morning, everybody. I am Tom May with Remax Dallas Suburbs. A little bit about myself. I'm a real estate agent for 17 years now in the business. I have my wife Angela who helps me, and mostly on the buying side. I handle most of our listings, although the nice thing about us working together is that we handle each of our clients together, so we can help each other out and come up with any new ideas to get people either into homes or homes sold or whatever may be the situation. So, Happy New Year to everybody. Thank you for listening today. I got just a couple things I want to go over. This is a sheet of paper that I send out to all our clients. What it talks about is homestead exemption in Texas. And I'm sure a lot of you know about this, but for those people who have bought homes last year, what happens is beginning January 1st, so just recently, you're able to go in now to their website, either Collin County, Denton County, or Dallas County, and register your home, your new address for a homestead exemption. And what that does is give you a little bit of break on your taxes. When you get ready to file those at the end of the year, you'll see a little discount on your taxes. So each appraisal district is a little bit different. So we produce a flyer, and then we email that out, and we text it out, and we also put it on Facebook so that a lot of our clients, and we actually mail these out to those others who may need that. So if you have any questions on it, you certainly let us know. The basics are, like I explained, you just have to go into their website and follow the directions. It's all online these days, which is real nice. You do have a deadline, like I said first, but you have to apply by April 30th. So it's one thing you don't want to wait to go in and do, because it is basically free money, free discount. So you can get these, like I mentioned, with any district, and it's very simple. And if you have any questions on that, please just let us know. One of the little services that we help our buyers with at the beginning of the year. So I brought today, usually I bring a lot of numbers from what's happened in the past, right, about sales and activity. Today I want to look a little bit into the future, something a little bit different. And I've got, 5 sheets? And these are all different price points of homes listed for sale. So I wanted to do a quick guessing game, if y'all don't mind. I wanted to see if everybody knew here is with us. How many homes available? And this is just Frisco, City of Frisco, the entire area, Denton County, Collin County. Under 3,000 that might be available for sale today. If y'all don't mind, let's try a guessing game.
Under 300?
Under 300,000. If you're moving in to the city or wanting to.
Already built? Not
So
pre-built?
it's a mix. There are some that are, the builders will put it, that's a great question, in the MLS. These are all from the MLS.
Okay.
That, yes, they might be 2021 built or getting ready to be finished. Ready? Who wants to guess?
50,
Under 3.
52.
No. 5.
20. Oh, so it's
5. You lose, so you get that. But close.
Consolation.
All right, between 300 and 400,000.
25.
Very good. 20. How'd you know that?
Oh, no,
That's the exact answer. So there are 25 homes available, and why this is important is once you get with Joe, I'm going to introduce Joe Tryon in a minute with Thrive Mortgage, and he's going to go over a new program that they have that's helping people get into these new homes before they have to sell their house, which is a huge convenience for them, and it's actually the best way to win a bid on the house. Because a lot of these homes, especially the lower price points, are getting multiple offers. So from 300 to 400,000, you only have 25 choices in the entire city of Frisco. And what's interesting on that is there's 2 that are coming soon. So another feature that we also look for, Angela and I, are coming soon homes. They'll be in the MLS. There'll also be some with our real estate brokerage and some with the others. We network with a ton of other agents that also have homes coming up in certain areas. In fact, I know of 4 right now that are going to be for sale in the next 2 weeks. So if somebody has a desire to move into, let's say, the Trails or Prairie View over East Frisco, we can help with that in advance of hitting the MLS. All right, this is from 4 to 500. Don't look at the number. Who can guess how many available today?
48.
For sale. Nope, 26 again. You win that one. So, pretty close, not 48, but you can kind of see the trend here. This one's really, really interesting to see. Between $500,000 and $600,000, you know, you could live in the fairways, You could live in Cheyenne Village, right? These are real nice subdivisions. If you know Frisco, Shattuck Creek Estates. There's one coming in Lamar Lane. Joe, you know where that is, right? 4,385 square foot home between 5 and 600. How many available?
12.
40.
No,
3.
9.
That was close.
That's Deborah, she wins that one. That's that one. So only 9 homes available, so you can see those homes, and some of these sellers are really waiting to sell. We think the market's gonna be saturated in a few months, so if you're buying a house now, you gotta be proactive, you gotta get with an agent that's very forward-thinking, right, is a good word for looking ahead. And if you're a seller, if you could put your house on the market now, you'd only be out of 10 in that price range available in the whole city of Frisco. And with rates so low, Joel mentioned that in a second, between 6 and 900. So I opened the range a bit more here. How many do you think? That's $300,000 range. 6 to 900. 22. So 22 available. 6 are coming soon. So you can see a few more people getting ready to. You count the coming soons to list, and a little more there. So that's all I had for the moment. I wanted to introduce Joe Trinan. He's going to go over a program that's called Home to Home. And what this does is, like I kind of alluded to briefly, helps people who are wanting to move, need to sell their house, and use that equity to purchase.
Yeah, thanks, Tom.
Yes,
Joe
sir.
Trinan with Thrive Mortgage. I work closely with Tom May and Angela. Do a great job selling real estate and delivering for their clients. And we try to help them by providing products like this. What Tom just told you about the limited market out there is good news for sellers, because if you're thinking about selling, you probably have a good market because you don't have a lot of competition. But for buyers, where does that leave them? It leaves them competing. One of the benefits of the new product that we have called Home to Home, it allows you to actually put a house, or put an offer on a house without a contingency for the requirement for you to sell your house. The good news is if you have a house to sell, you'll probably sell it pretty quickly because there's not a lot on the market. But you don't have to write the contract, because today sellers don't want to accept a contract, as Tom will tell you, if you have to sell your house. They're like, we'll wait because there's more buyers than sellers out there. But with this product, if you're qualified, it's for highly qualified borrowers. Not everybody at Thrive can offer this. But I can help you with this product. It allows you to actually put a contract on a house without a contingency to sell your house. Now, you do have to sell your house. It's a short-term, a lot of people call it a bridge loan. It's not really a bridge loan. It's just a short-term, interest-only financing that we give you on your current house. But the great thing is we only qualify you on the interest-only payment. We don't qualify you on your whole house payment. Now, there's some other details on qualification. Have to have a minimum 720 credit score and some other things. Highly qualified, as I said. But it's a great product to help you get the house and secure the house that you want without the worry of when your house is going to sell. Because we know it's going to sell, but we just don't always know when. So,
Perfect. No, thank you. The only other thing I'd add is that if you might have one repair to do, or you have a ton of furniture and 3 dogs and 2 cats, this would be another great way to go ahead and buy that house and move into it, and then let's come back a week later and refresh, maybe repaint, and you don't have the worry. It's also good for the COVID. Unfortunately, right now, if you don't want buyers streaming through your house, same thing. If you go purchase with this program, and then you have a vacant house here, or we can stage it, depending on what it needs, and then you don't have the inconvenience of people streaming through your house to purchase. So that's all kind of we had. Thank you very much for coming up and explaining that. Joe and I have worked together for about 3 years now, at least 3 to 4 years, and he has a great company and a great line of products. So, questions? We're ready for questions.
Do you need a down payment?
Sorry about that.
Do you need a down payment? And if so, how much?
that's a great question. We'll go up to 100%. So let's say you're selling your house. Your equity is what you want to use for your down payment. Well, you're not going to have that equity unless you take a true bridge loan. You don't have to do that with this product. We will actually give you 100% interest-only loan. We calculate you only pay the interest Now, you obviously are still gonna have your old house payment. We don't use that when we qualify you, but you still have to make that while you're selling your house. So if you bought the house now, and you close next month, you're gonna have an interest-only payment, and you're gonna have your old house payment, but you don't have to come out of pocket with any other cash for down payment. You don't have to get a bridge loan to get the equity out of your old house. It's a great product. But again, you have to be qualified, you have to understand what you're getting into. And you have to believe the house is gonna sell. We give you 6 months to sell it. What's the average time?
We don't
on
need
market?
that. 44 days, right now.
Exactly.
City of
It's-
Frisco.
And that's why it's less risky now. We have had issues with that. But again, you have control over that with the sale of your house. A lot of people are just like, gosh, I don't wanna wait, I want this new house, and I can't wait to get that contract.
What's cool about it too is that you can have us over while you're working this out with Joe and getting qualified, and I can give you the tips and the tricks to get ready to get sold. And then, so if we need to paint, or if we need a new roof, right, or whatever, we take care of that in advance, before you even have to make this happen. And I can pre-market it to those network of friends and agents that I have. Luckily, being in the business 17 years, we have many agents and many ways to get the word out that, hey, this house is gonna be for sale in a month. And guess what? We might have 2 or 3 buyers lined up without even going on the MLS.
I'll give you a real life example that I had last month, where a buyer, actually it was in November, a buyer wanted to buy a new build, and they had to sell their house. The house was finished, it was ready to close the next month in December, but they hadn't sold their house, they hadn't even put it on the market yet. And so the builder wouldn't accept the contingency, and they were gonna lose it because it was a finished house, and other people were getting ready to put an offer on it, they really wanted this house. So we did this product, we got it all set up for them. One requirement is they do have to list their house with a professional realtor, preferably Tom and FOA. And that's all we need is the evidence that they put it on the market. So as they were doing, they did that, they got that to me. The next day, they got an offer on their house. And they actually closed on their house before they closed on the new house, but we, still did the loan.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so they didn't even have to go any period of time, and their expectation was is that they might have to close in December on the new house and maybe not sell until January or even February. So they're thinking, well, their first payment with us isn't gonna be till February 1st, when they closed in December. So if they would have closed on their house, say by the end of January, they wouldn't have had 2 payments anyway. So with the time,
And they would have, right?
well, they wouldn't have in December,
Right.
January. Well, they would have had their own payment in January. They don't in this case,
That's
because
right.
they sold the house, but had they not sold it, they would only have one for that first month.
So what about credit score? Do they have to have?
720,
So that's it?
very strict, yeah.
All right, that's what I
Very
thought.
strict, that's a minimum mid credit score. So if you have 2 borrowers, we take the mid credit score, like all mortgage companies.
Yeah.
Throughout your high, throughout your low, we take the lowest of the mid if there's a husband and wife. So you gotta have a 6. And I can help with that too. If you're, let's say you put your credit score a little short, we have tools to help you very quickly, move your credit score up several points possibly.
I was gonna mention that because same thing, in that process, while you're getting that score, built up, you have us over to pre-list and get things ready on the house and get them organized so that when that hits, and it all just comes together. The real key is try not to wait to the very last moment till you decide to do something. Try to think about it, then get us involved, and, we're just here to help, either way. We can show you some shortcuts, we can help you with the vendors that we have, things of that nature, so. So that's all I have for today, unless y'all have any more questions.
So